Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 90. We are the Cookery Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
And make sure you subscribe. Bye,
I thought
everyone.
there was a delay and you were waiting.
No, sorry.
I thought there was a delay and you were waiting for.
I was trying to figure out what I was
You
going
just
to
say
say
Dave.
there. Yeah.
There is a delay though, by the way.
A bit, yeah. Make sure you guys are clicking that subscribe button for us. Because we really appreciate you subscribing. And make sure you got that bell on so you get some notification.
Notification so
Newton
can go crazy for the new subscribers.
Yeah. Dave, how do you feel about guys in tight shirts?
Pop the titties, you know.
So like I saw somebody today. I was at work and I saw somebody today in a rather tight shirt. But I was looking at him. There's two types of guys, or there's multiple types of guys, but like there's two types of guys that wear tight shirts. There's the muscular dudes
that are just like, ripped and can't fit into shirts.
Yeah, they're like trying to show off the muscles. So like they buy a shirt that's a size smaller. And then there's the fat guys who don't realize that they can't fit into that shirt. So I saw a guy that was definitely not muscular, but I wouldn't call him like fat yet. Like
he's husky.
He was on the husky side, and he was wearing a pretty tight shirt. And like I noticed that it was tight because like it was like right here, like the butt. It was like that, and I was just like, ooh. I mean, it was a little bit lower. It was like
down.
It was on. Yeah, it was on. He was wearing a button down. So the dude was testing his luck on the buttons.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I would say from, that maybe he just was like, put a shirt on. He was like, ah, shit, this shirt's too tight, but he didn't have time to buy one.
Right. Yeah, because he's at Disney, so like
Right. So like he's visiting. He was like, his wife was like, maybe I don't know if he has a wife, but she was like, all right, make sure you bring a good shirt. Like a button down, honey, to wear. And he brings it because last time he went, it fit, which was maybe a year and a half ago.
A year and a half before COVID.
Yeah. So, but then COVID hit, he gained a few pounds and he put it on. He's like, well, it's the only shirt that I got. So,
yeah, that's a good point.
So that's what happened.
I'm not all for. If you're a muscular dude, you want to show off the muscles. I understand. Good job. You worked hard for them.
How tight we talking?
His shirt or just in general?
Yeah, in general.
I'm thinking like when I see like a muscular guy, usually you're seeing them in like, I mean, you'll see them in button downs, like short sleeve button downs, and they're like, the shirt's just like squeezing the crap out of their arm. That made me look really muscular. God damn. Maybe that's why they do it. Maybe they're actually scrawny people.
Well, they're actually, the shirt's actually just cutting off the blood flow.
And so it's making them look swole.
Yeah. So the bottom half of their arm is just
massive.
Filling with blood.
It's just like a balloon down there.
Yeah.
So, but you'll often see them in like compression, not compression shirts, because I don't think they make compression shirts, but like that material that's like sweat.
Like a dry fit shirt.
Yeah. So they're like tighter to the body naturally. So like that, I'm fine with that. Like I understand that, but like, first of all, fuck you. Like you look like an asshole. But also
just get a bigger shirt.
Yeah, but also I understand why you're doing it because like you worked hard for the muscles, you want to show them off, you think you look good, whatever. If you're a bigger guy and you're wearing tight shirts, if you don't know, dude, it's time to fucking take a look in the mirror. If you do know and you're still wearing tight shirts, dude, fucking buy a bigger shirt. Like, it doesn't look good. If I can see your belly button through the buttons on your shirt, we got a problem.
Yeah.
I also saw, now I'm not one to judge women that much.
I'm one to judge all.
Yeah. I judge fairly. It's 2021, equal rights for everyone. So I'm going to judge you equally. So I saw a woman today and she was on the bigger side. She was like short and round.
Yeah.
And she like was like wiping her face and like, or she was like wiping her face with her, like trying to like get the sweat off her brow or something.
Her
And her
brow.
brow, she was like,
She had one brow, is what you're saying?
the brow is like, it's this part of your head, the brow.
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh.
She didn't have a unibrow.
Well, I've never heard it called as the.
Yeah, that's that area of the body. So she was like wiping sweat off with her hand, like going like that.
Yeah.
And then she like this just wasn't doing it. So she lifted up her shirt.
Oh.
And like I like glanced, like, oh, I was like scanning the crowd, and I saw her, and she like lifted up her shirt and just gut hanging out. And I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
About to
And
lose
like, I don't like it if it's a guy,
subscribers.
if it's a bigger guy with like a beer belly and he does that, I don't want to see that either. Like, put that shit away. It's a public place. Please put that shit away. So like when she did it too, I was just like, oh God. I'm like, please, for the love of God, put.
So what if a ripped guy did that? You're fat shaming, Joe.
I'm gonna get canceled. We're gonna get canceled.
We're about to lose 15 subscribers.
I mean, listen, if I see you walking around in a public place shirtless in general, I'm not really a fan. I'm slightly less of a fan if you got hair,
couple extra pounds,
and couple extra pounds. If you're rocking a gut and you got a lot of hair going on, I don't want to see that. Especially if you're just shirtless in public, I'm like, fuck this guy.
I think no matter what,
if you're a girl shirtless in public, I mean, you got other problems. Like as the world, women are judged harsher if you walk around shirtless. Like, I'm sorry, like that's just how it is. I don't judge you harsher. The world does.
By all means.
But if you're a guy, I'm strictly speaking to the guys now. If you're on the heavier side and you got a lot of hair going on and you're out in public shirtless and sweaty as fuck, I don't want to see it. Nobody wants to see it. If you're a ripped guy, some people probably want to see it. I'm not one of those people.
I mean, I'm not a guy who likes to just, hey man, lift up your shirt, please.
Yeah, I don't want to see your V. I don't want to see all that. Which reminds me, pull up your fucking pants. Nobody needs to see that.
Well, you don't want to see the V?
I don't want to see the V. I don't want to see the top of the bottom of your dick. I don't want to see the base of your dick in public. I'll see it in private. That's fine. Show me the base of your dick in public anytime. Or in private anytime.
In private.
In private anytime, I'm down. In public, put that shit away.
I think we should just go back to how it was and everybody just wears like togas.
Yeah. Well, I feel like then you're just showing off more of the body, and that's what I don't want. If I saw a fat person in a toga, sorry to fat shame again, but like I'm gonna have an issue.
Nah, I think everybody's toga, and everybody's just got to deal with it. Yeah,
nothing about a toga makes anybody look good. You could be fat, you could be skinny, you could be curvy, you could be a fucking sexy piece of shit. A toga is not going to look good on you because it's a.
Man, I think Tarzan pulled it off pretty well.
He was not wearing a toga. He was wearing a loincloth.
Oh wait, is a toga
toga's like what they wore in ancient Greece?
Oh wait, never mind. Then loincloth.
You want loincloths? I really don't want that.
Just something small.
Just a freaking diaper and a couple of crackers on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's all.
Loincloths or togas. Either way.
Togas. Bring them back.
Want to cover up a little bit more?
Toga. Yeah, toga's for you. And please cover up a little bit more. Because, like, listen. I'm insecure about my body because I think I'm a scrawny piece of shit. I am a scrawny piece of shit.
Here we go.
But, like, if I'm in public, my shirt's staying on unless I'm at the pool. And even then, if I'm not in the water, shirt's probably still staying on.
I'll walk my shirt off all day.
Yeah, that's different.
Dude, Darien Lake, I was like, can I take my shirt off? But like, I see people walk around with their shirts off. And in my head, I'm like, I want to do that. But I'm like, I'm not going to actually do it.
I just think it's gross. I just don't like it. I saw a guy today walking around too, no shoes on, just socks. If he was barefoot, I'd tell him, hey, you can't do that in Disney. Like, you have to have shoes on. But two, just socks. What are you doing? There's puddles on the ground.
Your socks are going to get dirty.
Your socks are going to get wet.
Is it raining?
It didn't rain, but they had rained yesterday, and they were residual puddles.
I don't know. Maybe he
just walks around with socks on. I mean, I do, but like, who does that in a public, like outdoors?
Right. In a house. Makes sense.
Yeah, like I got socks on right now.
I wish I had socks on.
Yeah. I hate being barefoot because my feet get cold and sweaty.
Yeah.
It's not
That's what mine are right now.
Yeah, it's the most unpleasant feeling. Go put
really
socks
on. No. Yeah, they're right. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so message from Joe. Wear your shirts, wear your shoes, and
lose some weight.
Pull up your pants.
Yeah, that too. Pull up your pants.
Pull up your pants.
Oh, go ahead. If you got something, go ahead.
Well, speaking of ripped men.
Okay.
Me and Benjamin.
Oh yeah, you guys mentioned you started going to start going to the gym.
Joined the gym.
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness, baby.
Okay. And what's the plan with this?
No plan.
Okay. I feel like Ben doesn't like to work out.
Well, it was Ben's idea.
Okay.
It wasn't mine. I just was like, sure, because why not get ripped with a buddy?
If Ben gets jacked, I'm gonna be pissed.
Dude, he's gonna have the badonk. Then he's gonna have that wagon that he's carrying around every day.
Yeah. That
and he's
truck.
gonna be ripped.
I'm gonna have to like kill myself or something. Like
this dude's gonna have all the women.
Yeah. I mean, he's got Kate, but
he's got his one main woman.
Yeah.
And that's all
you're making it sound like he's gonna. Okay, I was gonna say you're making it sound like he's gonna have side women.
No. He's not like he will, but he won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The women are gonna want him.
Right.
He's not gonna want the women.
He's like, I'm too good for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay? I got my main one right here. Anyways, so yeah, we joined. Our first day was Tuesday. We were like walked in, we're like, hey man, we're new here. There's this old guy Joe. He was like, you guys want a tour? And we're like, sure.
Okay, I like a good tour.
So there goes 15 minutes of our day because he was walking slower than molasses. Nice guy, cool guy. He's got a torn quadricep, I think.
What does that mean?
His thigh.
He's got a torn thigh.
Something like that. He was like, I can't do that machine because like I got like a torn.
See, that's why I hate the gym. The guy, like, you don't ask for this information, and people just volunteer it.
Well, because he was giving. Well, I mean, he didn't have to, but he was walking around.
He was like, "Yeah, this is the leg press. I can't use that. I tore my quad. It's right. You know, I just can't do that machine anymore. I focus on my shoulders now. Shoulders only.
There was
fuck you, buddy.
There was a machine where like your legs, like it's like a.
Oh, that thing. Yeah.
And so there was one to go in.
That's the groin stretcher.
Yeah, I think there was one going in. And then there was also one to push out.
Yeah.
And he was like, I gotta use that sometimes, you know, because of like range of motion. And then he was like, the women likes to use this too. And I was like,
I was just gonna say that. I'm glad you said he said that.
I was like, what are you saying here, Joe? Why do they like to use it, huh? Why? But he was just like, yeah, you know, the women like to use this, eh?
Women do like to use that one.
And I was like, yeah, okay. So
tell you what, though, you get a woman that uses that machine. It's probably gonna be a good time.
So we passed that machine. And then we're
working on muscles we haven't even heard of before.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I saw that and I was like, is this that? Is that? You know?
Just work on the
that pelvic area.
Yeah. The vagine.
So we well, first, you know, they got a lineup of like treadmills and stuff.
Right.
So we walked all past that.
Are they all facing the window?
No. Okay. Well, the window or the mirror?
The window.
No, mirror. They're all facing.
So you're looking at yourself. You're not looking at the outside.
No. Okay. You walk in the doors and it's like a whole line of treadmills, then a whole line of like ellipticals and stationary bikes and.
So nothing's facing the window.
No, why would anything face a window?
Because at the fucking gym that I went to.
Well, at Fitness 19, I think they face
Fitness 19 and the gym in my college that I went to all the time. All their shit that like you run on was facing a window, and I'm like, I don't get stop this, please. I don't want people.
What's it matter?
I don't want to look outside at what's going on because then I get distracted, and I don't want people looking in and seeing my skinny ass running.
Okay, but they could still look in and just see the fucking your ass.
I'd rather they see my ass than my face.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, so we walked past all that, and then there was like an abs and stretching workout area, and then we hit the leg spreader, and then we were going pretty much closest to the mirror, which was where all the dumbbells were, all the bar legs, walked around that. Then there was like then we came to like the middle area, which was like more machines of like doing this stuff with the shoulders, machines. There was like the rowing stuff.
I kind of want to do that.
That's what I did today. I was like, I want to check this out because I was like, I'm gonna join the rowing team for the 2028 Olympics. And then there was this cool little 30, like if you're on a rush and you want to try and work out everything, there's like this 30-minute workout area where it's got like 20 or 10 machines and like, those stepping things where you're like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. It's just like a foot step where you just go up and down. And what happens is there's a green light and a red light. When it's red, you sit down on your machine, get it ready, and then it'll blink right before it turns green. And then while it's green, you just do that. I think it's like says like 12 reps or whatever. And then it turns red, and then that's when you switch. And then you just go down and pretty much like you do the whole thing plus some more, and it's like 30 minutes. So it's like, I got to get out of here quickly. 30 minutes. Don't know what I want to do. You just hit everything. You got your legs, you got your shoulders, you got your triceps, nice. So the first day we did like a mile run, and then we did like we did
doing some simple cardio.
Yeah, which not that I mostly want to do, but like that's like the worst. Like endurance is my goal. Yeah. Like I get winded walking up the stairs in the house, and I'm like,
not good.
I don't actually, but it's like, I could be a little stronger in the legs area and the cardiovascular system.
Yeah.
So
get that heart pumping.
So we did that, and then we did the 30-minute thing, and it was funny. Ben texted me once we got home. He's supposed to go in the office on Tuesday, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the office." I was like, "So already?"
Damn.
But and then we went this morning. So this week was like a Tuesday, Thursday. We did like some more running. Did the 30-minute thing again. I did some ab stuff. But the main schedule will be Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Hopefully, around 5:30 we'll get there. I do it after work. He does it before work. And we're gonna get ripped. And I'm gonna be running a 4-minute mile.
You're gonna go 5:30 in the morning.
We've been going at 5:30 in the morning. Yes.
That's crazy.
It's a normal schedule.
That's early as fuck for the gym.
No, it's not. Early as fuck is 2:00 in the morning. Or that's late as fuck.
Late as fuck. So you tell me Ben's waking up at 5 a.m., 5:15?
Yeah, 5:15, gets up, puts his workout clothes on, drives 10 minutes, does his workout, gets home, eats, showers, goes to work.
Gross.
Easy shit. And so yeah, look at it. And we're committed for a year. Because the membership we did is like,
how much was it?
It's $10 a month.
That's not bad.
So
$120. You're in it for a year. And you're going to go every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weekends off, baby.
I think that's
Ain't no way we're going on a weekend.
Yeah. Because weekends are when you reverse all your workout for the week and drink. So
yeah. But I'm gonna try and get to like a fast mile. I was running 8 miles an hour today.
Okay.
Is what I put the last 0.4 miles. It was like last 5 minutes. So I was like, I'm just gonna hop on a treadmill.
You ran 8 miles. You ran 8 miles an hour for half a mile.
A little less than half a mile, and it wasn't 8 miles the whole time because when I first started it started me at 0.5 miles an hour, and I was like,
so you were just walking.
I literally was walking slower than walking.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, either way, I started bumping up. So I did 5. And I was like, I want to try and like get as much as I can in 5 minutes. Because if I'm only running 5 miles an hour, so I just kept bumping it up. Then I was at 7 for a little bit. And I was like, I can go faster. And I did 8. And I was like, comfortable at 8. But at 8, I was like, if I turn my head at all, I'm probably gonna fall over. Like the one time
looking around at 8 miles an hour.
One time I turned behind, like looked down and behind me to see how close I was to the back, because I was like, how long is this thing? I was like, am I about to step off or something like that? And I like got a little off balance, and I was like, I almost ate shit.
Yo, it's like one of my biggest fears to fall on a treadmill while in like a gym. Because you just the first of all, you eat it and it fucking hurts. 2, it's loud. So you're catching everybody's attention.
Yeah.
And it's got to be the most embarrassing thing in the world.
I want to get to one. I was thinking about that because I've seen so many people fall on a treadmill, like not in person,
and
but
they
videos.
just,
and it's just like, yeah. So, but they're running fast too. A lot of those people. Some people who are just like kind of jogging, they fall and it's like the thing just kind of conveyor belts you out of the way.
Yeah. Just like, okay, you're done now.
So, but I saw this one girl. It was like, I think she was 13 years old, and she was running 17 miles an hour. And I was like, and the way she got on it, she was like, to like start off, that was going 17 miles an hour, right?
And she just jumped on?
No, she was like taking her one leg, testing out the speed of it to, she was getting it. And then she just was like long strides too. And then when she got off, she just like just jumped and then put her legs to the side. And I was like, 17 miles an hour. All right.
She was full blown fucking sprint, 17 miles an hour, and then just leapt into the air.
Yeah.
There's no way I could go 17.
I'm going to get there. That's my goal.
Especially not the way she did it, like where she basically just got on and went for it. Like I'd have to be like working my way. Like if I starting at 8, you hit 10, 11, you jump it up to 13. And you're like, all right, here we go.
Thinking about it, it's like 17 miles an hour.
That's fucking fast as fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude. 8 was like, first of all, running. Ben was like, I don't know if I want to run a mile today. And he was like, because it just sucks. He was like, and you had surgery. Isn't that like bad for your knee? And I'm like, I mean,
probably good for your knee.
Me running never felt good. It just seems so heavy when I run. Like I'm stomping.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
What?
Usain Bolt, fastest man in the world, 27 miles an hour.
Yeah, I was going to say 27. Yeah, I could do that.
That's fucking insane.
He's got the legs, long legs. So yeah, that's the plan. And let's hope that we stick to it. I think having a partner will definitely. He already told me that like next week he's not going to be there Friday. I was like, man, I hope I go.
Yeah.
Which I will. We just don't have a plan. So let's we just kind of walk in and he's like, I'm going to do some stretching today. I'm like, you cool with that? And I'm like, dude, you say something, I'm probably just following you, honestly, because I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I've never gone into the gym with somebody else and done my own thing. It's always like, yo, what are you doing today? They're like, we're doing shoulders. And I'm like, all right, shoulders it is. Even if I don't fucking like working out my shoulders, it's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just
I fucking hate back. Back day is my least favorite kind of day.
I've never done any of them.
It sucks.
Legs suck.
I love leg day.
It's fucking gay. But
Go ahead if you had more.
No, that's pretty much it.
So, as you know, as everybody listening to the podcast should also know, I came home this past weekend.
Yeah.
And a good time. We surprised Tina. I surprised mom as well. I mean, kind of surprised mom. But anyways, so we surprised Tina. Great. We got the tattoos. They look awesome. Love them. I mean, mine's how crusty is yours right now, by the way?
Did we gotta show the pot.
Yeah. Fucking...
mine's like all completely gone.
Oh, mine's still peeling like crazy today.
Bam.
Shit's sick. So it's a shark fin for Sharky, obviously, and then our birth year. Yeah, mine's real crusty today. Granted, you have better lotion than I do, so.
I still was just using Aquaphor.
Okay. Well, anyways, so came home. Now, before I got home, I was in the airport, obviously, down here in Orlando. Now, I was telling Dave while I was home that I just got to start spending time in the airport because the amount of shit that I could talk about on this podcast after spending time in the airport is my favorite thing in the world. Like, I love sitting in the airport and just watching people.
Yeah. So
I get to the airport, and now I got to the Orlando airport a little bit later than I wanted to. It wasn't like a long line at security, so I got through that pretty quick. So I was like kind of on schedule, and I was like, all right, well, let me get some food because I always, for some reason, have to get food when I go to the Orlando airport because there's so many options. I'm just like, I got to get something, which is always stupid because I almost never end up eating the entire thing and it gets thrown out. So like, for example, I got tacos in Orlando. I ate the rice that came with the tacos on the plane, and then I felt not good. So I was like, I'll save the tacos for when I land because like eating Mexican food while in the air is just not a good
eating Mexican food, man.
Yeah. So I got home. I'm pretty sure the tacos are still in the fridge there, Dave. So you made to throw those out. Sorry.
Okay.
But anyways, so I got this food from On the Border, which is like a very common Mexican, like Tex-Mex restaurant. And so I go to On the Border and I go, excuse me, can I get it just food to go? Because it was a sit-down restaurant. They go, oh yeah, we're about to open the to-go window right now. And I go, perfect. So I get over there, I'm like looking at the menu and I'm standing there and it's not a big menu, but I'm like indecisive a little bit. I'm also kind of waiting on her to open and say she's ready for me to actually go up and order. I didn't want to be like, I'm ready now.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there. She's not saying anything to me. She still kind of looks like she's setting up. So then these people come up. It was 3 people. They come up to me and they go, excuse me, are you in line? And I go, not really. Biggest mistake I could have made.
Yeah.
So like I was good on time. Again, I got there a little bit later than I wanted to, but then I got through security really fast, so it evened out. I was great on time. I let these people in front of me. I was no longer great on time for my airplane, which is why I had to bring this food on the plane with me because I was going to eat it before boarding. And then the second I got my food, I had to board the plane. So they get in front of me. It's 3 people. I let them go ahead. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, you guys are fine. They're like, are you sure? I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm still deciding, which I kind of was. So I go, they're standing at the counter. Woman comes back. She goes, what can I help you guys with? So they start ordering. And all of a sudden, there's 4 of them. These 4 girls. They come up. They start ordering their food one at a time. So I didn't just let a party of 3 in front of me. I let 4 people in front of me. Each of them ordering their own food. And they weren't just ordering their own food. They were all making a call to somebody else in their fucking party of apparently 2,500 and asking what they want. But those other people, they were in line for fucking Burger King or some shit. So they were like, hey, like, we're at the counter right now. Like, what do you want? And they're like, well, what is there? And then they're like reading off the whole fucking menu, which again was not that long, but still. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, I just made the biggest mistake in my life.
Yep.
And then they kept changing the order and they were doing this. And then this one girl decides, so this is the last girl. I go, okay, the first 3 are done. This last girl is getting her food and she's fucking out and I can finally fucking order my food. I'm fucking starving. And then she goes to pay and they all paid with cash, which bothered me because it's like, fuck you, just pay with a card. This last girl pulls out a $100 bill for a $14 meal. And I was like, fuck. And the woman at the counter, the cashier, you know, she looks at her like wide-eyed. She goes, do you have anything less than this? And she goes, no. I'm like, she goes, I can't break 100. I just opened the counter. Like, She goes, well, I don't have anything less. So like, sorry. And so this woman walks away with her $100 bill, trying to find change anywhere she can, speaking to a manager, going over to like the bar probably to get change from them. Cause like, again, this was like sit down restaurant and a to-go place. So like the to-go was like kind of separated from the sit down place. So she's like walking all over the place. I'm like, oh my fucking God, these idiots. I'm so mad at them. She finally comes back. She comes back with $60 and like to just like give the person like the $60 and uses the other 40. I think the meal was more than $20 because she like kept 40 to pay with. So she handed her back 60 and then we're starting to get her change. And the woman who paid with 100 goes, excuse me, where's the rest of my change? Or she goes, no, she was like, how much was the meal? She goes, $23. Let's say it was 23. And she goes, okay, you only give me back 60. She goes, I know, I have the rest of it right here. There's 60. This is 100. You are paying with 40. And she goes, well, yeah, but you only gave me 60 back. And she goes, I'm getting your change right now. This is part of your change. The $60 is part of your change. I'm getting the rest of your change. And she goes, oh, you handed it to me like you were done. She goes, no, I didn't, but okay. And so she hands her the change. She goes away. And I'm like, finally, fuck. And so like I get up there and this cashier is like shaking her head. Like she goes, I can't believe how ridiculous they are. And I'm laughing at this point because I see the frustration on this poor woman's face. I'm laughing. She goes, I'm so sorry about that. I go, no, it's fine. I let them go in front of me. So my mistake. And so I get up, I order my food and she goes, that'll be like 20 minutes. And I'm like, fuck, that sucks, but okay. So now I'm sitting here waiting, and I know that's going to be 20 minutes. The people in front of me knew that their order was going to take 20 minutes. About 15 minutes go by. They start getting real fucking antsy. Yeah. They're like, when's the flight? Where are these people? They're like losing people in their party. Everybody keeps walking away and coming back, walking away, coming back. So like they're losing everybody in their fucking party. Nobody knows when the flight's boarding. Nobody knows what gates the flight is at. And they're like freaking out. They're like, where's our food? Where's our food? Where's our food? Like, we're going to have to board. And we're not going to get there to do food. We're going to have to just leave the food here. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I go, she said it'd be 20 minutes. It's been fucking like 15 tops. Chill. If you didn't have time for your flight, don't get the fucking food. And so I see them back there preparing the food. And they start setting out the food on the like the metal counter. They're like setting food out, getting it all ready because it's all one order essentially. So they're going to bring it all out at once. And so now they're like leaning over the counter, shouting back to the kitchen. They go, is that our food? Is that our food? Is that our food? And I'm like, oh, shut up. Oh my God. They were so fucking rude about it. And so like this, again, woman at the cash register, she had gone back to help start like getting some of this food out a little bit quicker. And they're screaming at her. She ignores them. I go, wow, you fucking go. Like bad service, but great job. And so they're like, this bitch is ignoring us. Oh my God. And then they start screaming at the guy back there. He ignores them too. And I'm just like, this is golden. I love it. And finally their food comes out. And they're like, is this in there? Is this in there? Did you bring this? Did you remember that we asked for this? And then she goes, yeah, it's all in there. And then she calls my order number and I'm just like, excuse me. And I'm just like, thank you. Have a good day. And I just walk away. I'm like, fucking morons. I get to my gate. I sit down. I open it up and I go, I don't have time. And I close it back up. I get on the plane.
I have a few questions.
Yeah.
One, how is this woman not able to break a fucking $100 bill? Whether she opened first or not, you don't have $80 in change?
Probably not.
There's no way.
Because think about it. If it's like the first person that comes up, one of the first people, you don't have the proper change yet. So like she's probably had a couple 20s in there. Like she didn't have a good amount of change to be able to break 100 that early into opening up this area. Like they had the change in the thing, but like she was like not prepared for $100 bill. She's prepared for like one, people pay with card because it's fucking 2021. Two, she's prepared for like 20s, 10s. She's ready to get the change.
Show.
What?
I have cash in my pocket at all times.
I have $25 and it doesn't even belong to me. I'm buying something for somebody that gave me the cash. That's why.
I legit have like $200 in my pocket. And I'm like,
okay, well, you're a fucking rich piece of shit. So
if I want to pay with cash, I want to pay with cash.
Yeah, but you're not going to give somebody $100 bill.
Well, no, that woman is stupid, but.
Exactly. But so like, yes, should she have had the change ready to go?
Because I
preparation
feel like
for some idiot? Probably.
I feel like even if you're first opening, you still have at least like
Okay, but hear
$100
me
of
out, Dave. Hear me out.
20s.
If she could, which she let's say she could, she probably had the money in there, but she's thinking ahead, right? What if this woman pays with $100 bill, and then I come up and I pay with a $50 bill? Now she's just given all her change to this bitch with 100, and all she's got left is a $100 bill sitting on her cash register with nothing to do. So like she is fucked for the next few customers if we all pay with cash. I think everybody after me paid with a card because again, 2021.
Yeah, that makes
all
sense.
money is plastic now. So this idiot nearly fucked her over. So she was like, "You don't have anything smaller?" It's like, no, I don't.
And
Fuck
second
you.
question is what were these women that were in front of you, were they women or were they young girls?
They were women.
Women, like they were like 30s.
Is that what qualifies as a woman to you, Dave?
Like I was young girls. Well, I shouldn't say young girls because that sounds
they were
creepish.
older than me. I think all of them were older than me, or at least like the youngest one was around my age.
Okay, I was just saying like young girls, were they like in their 20s? Pretty much is what I was asking.
I would say, yeah. Again, like I would say 20s and they were a range. I would say mid 20s, around my age at the youngest, to probably like 40s. And the one that paid with 100 had to be at least 40 years old.
Oh. Hair color?
What color was? Are you asking what color was her hair?
Yeah,
it was black.
Oh. I was imagining just a blonde.
Oh, well, that's mean.
Yeah,
you're blonde shaming.
I am blonde shaming, but just the way you're talking about them, you're like 4 girls came up, and I'm thinking 4 20-year-old
ditzy girls,
not ditzy, but just like 4 20-year-olds who were just trying to take a vacation with the girls, and she was like, "Well, I have all this cash, because we're going to the fucking wherever,
right?"
And she's like, "I want to have cash on me," so she just brought hundreds because she knows she's gonna be spending a lot and she's gonna be getting change. But yeah, ditzy too, sure. But yeah, I would never take, if I had $100 bill, or if I had a meal that was like less than $30 and I only had 100 on me, I would probably what I would probably do is give her, I'd be like, I only have 100. And she asked, do I have anything small? I'd be like, I'll pay with card.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
That's fair.
Not run around and look for change.
Yeah. Or like if I only have 100, I'm going to try and break it before I go to a place where I know I'm not going to be spending anywhere near $100.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like if I'm going to Target, granted, I always use a U-scan and like the self-scan. I'm like, the Target's going to have the change. But like, if I'm going to Target, I'm going to be spending around $100. I'm fine with bringing a $100 bill and paying with that. If I'm going to fucking McDonald's, I'm not bringing a $100 bill because my meal costs no more than $10.
But she didn't have anything other than 100.
Yeah, then go somewhere else and break that shit.
I don't know. There's no winning.
It's ridiculous.
I
have another thing about the airport.
Okay.
Not the Orlando airport. Buffalo. Technically, it's not I guess technically it is Orlando, but like it was on the flight from Buffalo back to Orlando. So, first of all, the flight was delayed. I got to the airport about an hour and a half before my flight when I was leaving Buffalo. The second I get out of Dad's car, the literal second I get out of his car, I get a text and an email. Your flight has been delayed by 1 hour. And I'm like, I literally look at Dad. I go, should we go back home? Like, should I just go back home and sit there and wait another hour? And I was like, it's fine. I'll go in. Maybe I'll go to Anchor Bar, grab a drink or something. And I'll just fucking sit down and wait for my flight. It's whatever. Yeah. I did not do that. I just sat there and waited and like listened to a podcast or something. And so we finally get on the flight eventually. It ended up getting delayed again, but only by like about 20 minutes more that time. And so we finally get on the flight. We finally take off. We land. And we land in Orlando. And fucking everybody on the flight.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what are we
like clapping in a movie theater.
Yeah. Fuck
Shut the
those
fuck
people.
up.
There has been one movie ever that I clapped for, and that's because it was the best movie ever made, Avengers Endgame. That's just a factual statement. And I couldn't resist clapping. Like, it was so good.
What was the most recent clap you've been to?
What?
What was the most recent clapping movie you've been to?
People clapped at the end of Black Widow, and I was like, fuck you guys.
Me and Ben were like, oh my God.
I hate it. But I would rather people clap at a movie where nobody can hear them besides the other people in the movie also clapping than clap on a plane. If I had to pick one for the rest of my life, I'd rather people clap in a movie. Because I fucking hate when you clap. Just don't. It's not that there's no reason that you have to clap for these pilots landing a plane. Something that they do all of the time.
Well, there's a reason they landed safely, but don't do it because it's annoying.
Yeah, but that's their fucking job. Nobody claps for me. I mean, sometimes people do, but like I'm talking the whole time that I do my job. Like when I'm driving the trucks, I'm putting on a show.
So
I'm talking about animals. I'm memorizing facts.
I don't like when people clap, anyways, either. But if someone's going to clap, I'd rather have them clap for a pilot who just landed safely than you driving your little Tonka truck.
No, I'd rather them clap at a safari where they just got a show given to them. Like you clap at the end of a show.
It was a show. They saw clouds and everything. They were flying.
Oh, yeah, they saw clouds. Everybody's windows were closed. They were asleep.
They were going 200 miles an hour in the air.
Fucking disgusting. And the pilots aren't listening to your ass clapping in the back. Stupid. And I always expect it when I come to Orlando because it's like a flight to Orlando full of kids, full of annoying ass fucking parents. Everybody's wearing Mickey ears. So like they're all just like, oh my God, yeah, Orlando, whoa. So they're super fucking excited and annoying. So they're like, yay.
Do you think that
I try not to.
There's somebody on the plane. There's multiple people on the plane that are like, oh my God, I can't wait till we land because I can clap for the pilot. Or do you think it's just like there's one person who like starts to clap? It's like one person hears that and then it's just all, yeah. So you think there's multiple? I
think it's multiple people who are like, we're going to clap for the pilot. Like they're like, it's like a fucking family of 5, right? It's their kids' first time. And they go, kids, when we land, we're going to start clapping for the plane. Who are you clapping for? Everybody just doing their fucking job? Are you going to clap for the McDonald's employee when he gives you your burger? I don't think so. If you're going to clap for the pilot, clap for him.
Nobody's ever going to clap for McDonald's because McDonald's is always messing up.
Okay, that's fair.
Shout out. Your ice cream machine is always down, I've heard.
Yeah. What about Wendy's? Okay, not fast food. Fast food's a bad example. Are you going to clap at a restaurant? Are you going to clap at Russell's? You go to Russell's,
yeah,
beautiful steak dinner, $100 per person. You're clapping?
You know why?
Why?
Because they take if someone's getting coffee.
That's a show. It's a show. But you're not clapping for him.
Hey, you do a little, oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck you.
Just saying. I don't think I would not clap.
Thank you.
I would not. I would just be like, wow, that was cool.
Yeah.
I'm not clapping. I'm not clapping for any of the stuff that you're talking about.
Well, you know what it is? Because that little coffee pour, that's not his job. That's just a nice little thing that they do. His job is to serve you food.
Yeah.
If he just served you food and did everything, he was a very nice guy, super helpful, super friendly. You gave him a nice tip. You're not going to clap for him. Your tip is clapping for him.
Yeah.
Why are you going to clap on a plane?
You think people clap on trains?
No, that's the other thing. That they don't clap on buses, trains, taxis. They're not clapping for any other public transportation. Why an airplane?
Airplane's the most dangerous.
No, it's not.
Well, the facts, no, it's not. But
it feels more dangerous.
Yeah, because you're in the air.
Yeah. Listen, it's appropriate to clap on a plane in very few circumstances. Those circumstances are if your plane's going down and your pilot fucking lands that shit, clap for that motherfucker. Dude just saved all of your lives. Clap.
Shout out Sully.
Yes. He lands it in a river, clapping. That's a clapping moment after you get your life saved. What other situations? Terrorist on a plane gets taken down by the flight attendant. Clap for that bitch or that man. That woman.
I'm sure the air marshal is going to take it down for the flight attendant.
Do all flights have air marshals? I've heard that. Is that actually true though?
I would believe so.
Every flight in the world has an air marshal.
Sure.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think that's a rumor that they tell us to make us scared. Either way, somebody's taken down the terrorist. You clap for that person taking down the terrorist. Whether that person's a guest or a passenger, air marshal, flight attendant, or the fucking pilot comes out from the cockpit and tackles him. I don't give a shit who does it. You clap for that person.
If the air marshal's doing it, you can't do it because they're just doing their job, right, Joe?
Yeah, but that's a special circumstance. The air marshal's job is to keep order on the plane. Taking down a terrorist is more than keeping order. That's a terrorist.
I'm just trying to find holes in your argument.
Yeah, there's no holes in this argument.
Yeah, sure.
Any other circumstance on a plane? I can't think of it.
No.
I can't think of any other circumstances. If the flight attendants put on a show, clap for them. They don't have to do that. That's not their job. If they fucking start singing up and down the aisles, musical numbers, and they give you free popcorn and soda pop, clap for those motherfuckers. If you're on a plane that's got a bunch of Olympic champions on it,
and they're coming home with their golds,
yeah, clap for them. The women's soccer team on your flight, you're lucky to be right on the flight with them because they probably have a private airplane. But if they don't, they're flying fucking Southwest Airlines. Clap for them because they just fucking won it.
Shout out.
Cool. I mean, they won bronze, but still, that's fucking shout out.
Yeah.
You clap in certain circumstances. Celebrities, you don't clap for celebrities. They probably get annoyed by you. You would never be on a flight with a celebrity because you're not special enough. Olympic medalists, favorite sports
on
teams.
Flights with.
Yeah, maybe. Olympic champions, sports, like your favorite team, special circumstances, terrorist takedown, awesome landing. That's when you clap. Regular landing at an airport where nothing went wrong the entire flight. There was no turbulence. Don't clap for the pilot. It's not that hard. Just be normal. Just stop doing shit. Why do people just feel the need to slap their hands together?
I do not know. Speaking of Olympics,
yeah,
I was going to say, shout out women's U.S. soccer team bringing home the bronze.
I was watching that this morning. Killed it.
As was I. Crazy goals by Megan Rapinoe and Carly Lloyd.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Honestly, I was a little scared at the last 3 minutes of extra time.
Oh, yeah.
Or 4 minutes because they scored a goal and the ref just would not blow the whistle.
Well, because of that whole injury thing.
I missed it. I missed it with Alex Morgan.
Yeah,
because I heard it. They're like, oh, well, I don't know how long the ref is going to keep this time going for the Alex Morgan injury, which sucks. But by the way, also Alex Morgan, a dime.
Yeah, she's fucking beautiful, dude.
Fine.
Yeah, and love her. She's like 30 years old. Love her.
So, yeah. I think, whatchamacallit, the two oldest, I'm sure you heard, Megan Rapinoe and Carly Lloyd, 39 and 36. Last Olympics. They look good, too. I mean, dude, these guys play soccer for a living. Yeah. They're just like in shape.
Yeah.
And so shout out to them. Shout out to.
Why shout out to them?
Because they won. No, not just those two, but shout out to the women's soccer team.
Oh, but you started talking about Megan Rapinoe and Carly Lloyd. What about them?
Well, I said shout out because I was like, oh, speaking of Olympics, shout out to them. Also shout out to did you see the canoe sprint? Because that shit is crazy.
That's wild. They're kneeling on a canoe.
And they're just, dude, this girl had muscles.
Yeah.
Whatever her name was. I can't remember it. She was like jacked.
Yeah. It's
emphasis on the jacked.
Yeah. It's wild. It is wild. So like for those of you listening and watching, Dave and I determined while I was home this weekend that we're going to get good at an easier Olympic sport.
Badminton.
So like, what?
Badminton.
Sure. I was thinking archery. Dave and I are going to try and get really good at beach volleyball, which is on the harder side, but we're going to get good at it and be the duo beach volleyball next, like for 2028.
Yeah.
We're going to be Sharky and Sharky. You know, it's going to be great. Good dynamic.
We could do 2026. Oh, no, wait.
No, we couldn't.
Wait, what's this? What year is this?
2020.
So 2022 is winter and 2024. Yeah, we could do 2024.
I mean, if we can get good enough at beach volleyball by then.
That's 3 years, dude. It's 3 years.
Let's start fucking going then.
Yeah, it's impossible. You live in Florida.
Yeah, this is the best place to be doing beach volleyball. You're the problem.
No.
Anyways, so we're good. I'm thinking I'm going to get really good at archery and like try and win at least bronze in archery.
I'm going to go. So you pick an archery solo event.
Yeah.
Duo event, badminton, or beach volleyball.
100%.
And my solo is, let's see.
I would also like to do fencing. That would be sick.
Rowing. I feel like that's an easy one too. You just got to be quick, you know? You just,
That's what I want, is I want those easy, or now like, again, like the skill of fencing is a lot more than I understand, but like,
yeah, so it's definitely not as easy.
I could never do like that rowing shit. Never. Like their legs are the size of my entire body.
Yeah, that'd be cool to do. And they're tall. Everyone's tall in the Olympics. I
would love to be an Olympic swimmer, but I'm just like I'm just not there. Like that's I'm tall-ish. I'm like 6 foot. My feet are decently big. But like these people, they're like, they got flippers for feet. And they spent their entire life in the water.
Yeah.
So like, I'd love to be an Olympic swimmer because that's what people love. Nobody watches archery.
I mean, we got the most medals in swimming. U.S. is always representing
we're just
swimming.
Rushing it. That's why I don't want to do it, because I'm not going to win the medal for us.
Yeah, they'd be like, and here's Joe Sharkey in lane 7.
But like Sharkey would be so fitting for swimming.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
But can't do that in 3 years. Maybe 2020 or 2032.
Maybe. I'll be old by then.
But I don't know.
I'll be fucking 34 years old. Oh, God.
But also, oh, yeah.
Wait, that's not right. 2032.
Yeah, no,
I'll be 36.
36, and I'll be 33.
Ooh, they're not accepting us in the Olympics for swimming, that's for sure.
People are still swimming at 33, right?
I don't know.
It's possible. Anything is possible.
It's true.
But anyways, my solo event would probably be, I would want to pick it's gotta be something like I could possibly do. Like I can't do a high jump. Like that shit's insane.
That's wild.
People are jumping off with 1 foot. It's like I would use my right foot, my right leg.
The javelin throw.
Javelin, that's crazy. Maybe.
Or like
But all I see is in any type of track and field, man. I feel like I'm popping my knee, dude.
100%. What about cycling? Like the indoor cycling where they're just on that
crazy.
Yeah, that like hardwood floor that they're just cycling on.
I'd eat shit.
Yeah.
I don't get
that shit's crazy.
I'm gonna be
rock climbing.
That's dumb.
It's new.
I can't do that.
Surfing.
Can't do that.
You ride a ripstick.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a solo event.
No.
We'll think of it. Tune in next week.
For sure.
I'll think about it. And tune in next week for when we announce, even though everybody will only know when the U.S. wins most medals.
Hell
And you
yeah.
hear our national anthem rising next to China and who's in third? Like Great Britain or
I
Japan?
don't know. I don't think it's Japan.
Might not be. Who knows?
Anyways, we can probably wrap it here if you got anything else.
That's
You
it.
don't have anything else, I should say.
I think that's it.
Moral of the story, stop clapping on planes.
And pull your pants up.
And pull your pants up.
And what dog is named for the German word for snout? Snout.
Schnauzer.
Why is that?
Schnauzer.
Why is that E weird?
That's an A, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. What
Anyways.
nut is hidden in Christmas rice pudding in Sweden? Almond.
All right, refresh. Pick a number.
7.
This is the bull shark, I think, by the way.
Okay. Hey, nice. I was looking at that one and I was trying to think of the answer, but I couldn't.
What'd you say? 7?
7.
What U.S. city gave birth to the grasshopper cocktail?
All right, we can think of a U.S. city.
Yeah, just gotta name a U.S. city. Grasshopper
Okay.
cocktail. Grasshopper. Grasshopper. I'm gonna say this is so wrong.
Where are grasshoppers very common? I'm gonna say
that makes more sense.
All right, I'm not confident, but I'm locked in.
Fuck. I had one. And
so are we going which city is closest to the correct city?
I guess.
Okay.
Hold on. This is that's not right. That can't be right. Dude, I don't even know major cities where I'm trying to think of the states. Like what state it would be in, and then the city that belongs to it. All right, whatever. We'll just go with the original and hope it's close. All right. What'd you write?
I put Boston.
Oh, I was going to say Boston.
But
I fucking went with Chicago.
Okay.
New Orleans.
What's closer?
You say New Orleans?
Yeah.
You say New Orleans.
Huh, okay.
I
think
I don't know.
Chicago's
Here,
closer.
Google Boston.
Okay.
I think it is, but you Google Boston, I Google Chicago. Chicago.
Boston, Mass. Directions to
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Wait. I thought New Orleans was in. Oh, wait.
Louisiana.
My bad. I saw LA.
I
was like, what? 13 hours. Oh, wait. 926 miles.
Yeah. 926 miles. I've
Definitely
got
closer.
It's loading. Whoa. The shortest route is 1,519 miles.
Big 600 miles closer.
Yikes.
Chicago. Nice. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I saw LA and I thought.
Los Angeles. Los Angeles.
I was gonna try guess. I was gonna say Tulsa, Oklahoma, which would have been real close.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to think somewhere that was just.
I was gonna say Salt Lake City. I'm glad I didn't say that. Because I was like Utah.
Tulsa.
They barely drink in Utah.
I was just thinking.
And then I almost said Charlotte, North Carolina.
That'd have been close.
That would have been real close. I think you still would have beat me with Tulsa if you had said that. Yeah, you would have.
Because I was just trying to think of somewhere just in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Where there's like grasshoppers. Stop share. Cool.
Well, there we go. Oh, let me put that down that you won that one.
Yeah, baby.
So you are now in the lead. I've got 2 points. You've got 4 points.
Hey, baby.
Pulling ahead in the second week.
Hey, shout out to also uneven hair growth.
Oh.
Non-symmetrical hair growth.
Solid.
Like, just looks like I have dirt. Like, Mom the other day, she goes, "What's on your face?" And I go, "What?"
Like facial hair.
She goes, "Is that dirt or like is that part of your mustache?" I go, "It's part of my mustache, Mom. It doesn't grow evenly. Thank you."
Thanks for pointing out my insecurities. All right, let's fucking wrap this bitch.
My name's Dave. You can find me on Instagram _David Sharkey. Yeah, _. Okay, my bad.
Stop that.
It's _ David Sharkey _ no Dave or no yeah.
No yeah.
Eat of the week. What did I have? What did I have? What did we eat while you were here? Anything? I had burgers and hot dogs twice.
Yeah, we didn't really do much food wise.
We went to Resurgence.
Oh, yeah, that was brunch. Good.
I had a dry rub chicken sandwich with a mimosa.
A mimosa?
Oh, by the way, did you get ID'd at Resurgence?
No.
Okay, Ben did. I did not.
Ben did?
Yeah.
Damn.
And he goes, "Well, you had a different waitress or different bartender." And I go, "Oh, yeah, you're right." But Joe had the same one as you. You had brown hair.
Sure.
Girly. Okay.
So I went to go get I went to a Mexican restaurant with some of my camp friends, and Samantha got ID'd and I did not, and I was like, "Ha."
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, she looks very young.
Yeah. So yeah, chicken sandwich with the mimosa. And there were cute dogs there as well.
There were a lot of cute dogs there.
Almost adopted one.
Could you imagine? Really, that would have been hilarious.
No, it wouldn't have.
You can follow me. Sorry, I was like picking at something. You can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky _photography. You can follow me on my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Joe Sharkey. My eat of the week is also going to be from Resurgence because it was a very good brunch. I had a bacon and egg sandwich.
The home fries, those were good too.
With home fries, and I threw some hot sauce all over that bitch. It was delicious. And of course, there were cute dogs there.
And what'd you get to drink?
Oh, I had a Loganberry Wit, it was called. I imagine it must have been like a sour. They didn't label so at the bar, as I'm sure you saw, Dave, they like label what each one is, like the category of beer or beverage that it is. So like I'll usually get like a sour because that's like the kind of like the sweetness and tartness that I like. But this one, it was just labeled as Taste of Buffalo. So like it was featured at Taste of Buffalo, but they didn't say what it was.
Oh, right.
So it was a Loganberry Wit. It's very tasty. Loganberry, if you've never had it, is a drink native to Buffalo. It's delicious. Yes. And that's what I got. Phenomenal. As for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSGPod. That is CSGPOD. Tweet us anything you want us to talk about. You can follow us on, or excuse me, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Shuffle Podcast and follow or subscribe to us on anywhere you listen to your podcast audibly. That would be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Those are the two main ones, though. What?
I said, what have you?
What have you, yes. I'm thinking about starting up on the TikTok again with some of the clips. But we'll see what happens. If that is the case, I will make a TikTok for the podcast as opposed to using my own TikTok for the podcast clips. So be on the lookout for that in the coming weeks, potentially. I will talk about it, of course, if I make one. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for subscribing. For those of you that are subscribed, again, make sure you're clicking that red subscribe button. And ringing that bell. Yeah. I think it's on the other side, but yeah. There. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye, everyone.
Go USA.